Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Codestar Technologies. Today, I want us to check the new look for Daraja API website. This is how it looks. The developers.safaricom. So this is the new look, as you can see. Daraja 3.0 by Safaricom. They have changed a bit the UI, the website, how it looks like. They have got some new stuff here and there. All the security, payment, M-Pesa Express, QR, C2B. You can get more APIs there. Disbursement, we have got B2C. I can see they have introduced something to do with the Pochi la Biashara, business to Pochi. Oh, that is business paying to Pochi, I think. We have got some other stuff here. Yeah, so as you can see, it has got a new look. I want us to sign in and check. We've got also the APIs here. If you want to check if it is authorization, you can click there, get to learn more about the authorization, but you have to log in. You can see we have got dashboard. You can see still you have to log in. There is the marketplace. We have got something that looks like this. FAQs, mini apps. This is how the mini apps looks like. You want to create a mini app. So let's log in. But if you want to sign up, you need to click there. You enter these details, you verify, confirm on your email, and you're good to go. So, because I have an account, let's see how it looks like. I log in. Once I log in, so this is totally different from how it looked like. You can see the UI user interface looks nice. Think they have sent an email, which we can click there, get the email like that. Come here, paste the password, click to verify. So there was no that security, but they have upgraded in a way that now you can get the OTP. It's another layer of security. So if you want to check your apps, these are the apps that I have. We have got the Sandbox app. I have got this one and this one. The production one is this one. Then we have got, that is all apps. We have got Sandbox. If you want to see Sandbox, it has got two. Production app. If you have to check the revoked app, there is nothing. If you want to go live, obvious, we used to select the details here, enter the organization name, the short code, the M-Pesa username, then you proceed. APIs, if you want to check the available APIs that you can interact with, as you can see, we have got get started authorization is the first API. So just get to interact with the authorization API to know how authorization is done. This is the endpoint for the authorization API. Then requirements for that authorization API, you need the consumer key, consumer secret. You need to provide those two and other things. So this one explains how you get the access token. That is the first API that you need to learn how it works. Then after that, we have got another API, which is dynamic QR code. For those who love using to scan the QR code so that you can make payments. Then this is it, the endpoint. What are the requirements? These ones, this one. Yeah, so it explains the payload, the endpoint, you have it, and the response that you expect to get. That is for the authorization, not authorization, but QR code. But the commonly used ones is this M-Pesa Express, which in other words refer to it as STK push, this one. So it looks like this. And whenever you are learning, you want to learn how to consume any API, the first thing is to know the endpoint. This is the endpoint. Then get to understand um, the flow, the payload. This is the payload which is expected. Then the response that you will expect to get, of which in STK push we normally have two response. That is the one to confirm whether the STK push is successful. Then once the customer makes payment, this is what you expect. Like if the customer cancels the payment, or maybe they enter their PIN and make the payment, this is the kind of message that you get. So as I said, the commonly used payment APIs for Daraja is this STK push. And then we have got these customer to business. In other words, I normally say it's a register URL. It's a webhook, because in this case, whenever payments checks in your any transaction which is logged in your pay bill, um, what M-Pesa does, they normally forward the transaction message to your website through the URL that you register. And this is how you register the URL. So you provide URL to Safaricom, which you have to register through this endpoint. And this is the payload. And now we have got the response that you expect to get once you register. If it is registered, accept successfully or success, something like that. Um, and whenever anyone makes payment, it can be offline. Like for example, how we normally pay uh, bills, like water bills, more tokens, or maybe paying a loan in a bank, something like that, and you want to make the payment offline. You normally enter the pay bill number, then you enter your account number, which is in this case can be specified using a payref number, this parameter. So then you enter the amount and the M-Pesa PIN. Once the transaction is processed, because the request is sent to Safaricom, then Safaricom servers will process the transaction. Once the systems process the transaction, they will check out whether you have registered a URL for this pay bill, and then they will forward this message to your endpoint. And as you can see, they only provide these details, like the pay bill number, you will get it, the transaction ref number, the time, amount. Then we have got the shortcode is the same as the pay bill number. Then bill ref transaction is the account number that you normally enter when you're making the payment. Then sometimes people normally want to get the phone number. Nowadays, they don't give the complete phone number, even the name. You normally only get their first name, like that. So this is another commonly used API. Like when you go to supermarket and so forth, you'll find that they normally make payments like this, and you need to find a way to get that so that you can reconcile the payment. Then lastly, this is another API which is highly used, business to customer. And in this case, think of SportPesa. Um, for SportPesa, you'll use either C2B or STK push to make payment. Ndio wekelee bet. Once you may win, you need to withdraw the money. So to withdraw the money, you normally use business to customer. So you can either choose to have a button to disburse the payment, or you can allow the customers to withdraw the money. Then we have got other APIs, as you can see, remittance. I can see they have been adding even the B2C. It was not available, but nowadays they have B2C. I don't know whether it has an endpoint on the payload. This is the endpoint. Uh, then the payload, this is how it looks like. Yeah, this one I've not interacted with it. As you can see, it looks like that. They have a good explanation. So I can say the documentation has been improved based on its it has some clarity. But sometimes I can say, you see, I've been working with this API for almost now 10 years. So um, for me, it might be easy for me to understand, unlike someone who is new. So they have got IoT SIM management, you can see, which is nice. Customer to business register URL. This it seems is like I think, yeah, it's the same API that we are talking about. So it has got something which is nice. Then URL management, if you want to delete, if you register URL and you want to delete those URLs, you just need to do it via this URL management. You can see they have added so many other things here, which I will check later to see how they work. If you want to go live, you normally go live by this one. So yeah, um, this December 2025, I'll be contacting a master API class, which in most cases I normally cover the authorization API, the M-Pesa Express, the C2B and B2C, those four APIs for Daraja. Then on top of that, I normally include five different banking APIs. On that case, also I normally include SMS APIs. I also include other APIs like airtime APIs that you can use to sell airtime. And this time round, I want to introduce the eTeams API together with payment via credit cards, that is MasterCard and Visa card, so that you can see how these things work. So it is going to be out very soon. Get in touch and see you in that masterclass. Yeah, it is going to be posted on my website very soon. So thank you and see you in the next one. Overall, I can say they have improved the UI. It looks nice, and right now it is kind of well explained. Though we have got some other documentation which are out there which are kind of better, but this one I can say they have tried. So thank you. Remember to subscribe and see you in the next one. Thank you.